Observe interesting animal behavior like you have never seen before. Experience the sights and sounds of the zoo during the Twilight Zoo Tour. Here with more on the tours and the Biopark Education is Biopark Education Curator Catherine Vinzer. Catherine, good to see you.
You too.
This is pretty exciting, and from what I understand, Twilight is kind of the time that they get really rambunctious and kind of excited. Is that right?
Definitely. There's a lot more activity once the sun sets and it gets a little cooler. You know, it's kind of hot in Albuquerque. A lot of the animals are nocturnal anyway. A lot of our big cats, the tigers and lions. So you get to see them in a totally different element if you come to a Twilight tour.
So what do we see? I mean, they get a little bit more active, obviously. So you mentioned some of the animals. How big of the group? I mean, is it almost the entire population of the zoo just gets a little more active?
Well, yes, for the most part. A lot of the animals have access, in or out access is what we call it, during the summer when the weather is nice. And so the animals will typically choose to be outside just because it's cooler, you know, there's a lot more stimulation. Sometimes there's little treats and food in their outside habitats. So we take advantage of that by having these intimate small groups with a guided tour or a tour guide that takes us all around the zoo so that we can take a sneak peek at these nocturnal or crepuscular behaviors for some of the animals.
So it's a guided tour with the group. How big of a group are we talking about?
No more than about 10. So if you think about how many thousands of people we typically have every day, we limit the max, all of the participants, we only have about 150. So we have about 15 different tours going on at the same time, and they just start at different areas of the zoo. So you aren't running into too many people.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah,
well, so
it's
in
really
addition
nice.
to the zoo, there's also, you said there's other opportunities with the entire ABQ Biopark franchise. The things going on with Tingley Beach, the gardens. So tell us a little bit about that as well.
So basically any Tuesday in the summer, there's something going on after hours. So we have our Twilight tours at the zoo. We've got a garden night walk at the Botanic Garden, which is gorgeous because the bats come out and the evening pollinators, like the moths, and they get a bad rap, you know, but they are very important pollinators that we have at night. And it's cool. There aren't as many people running around because it's after hours. And then in the Bosque, we start some tours at Tingley Beach, and we take the participants, we go in a big group together, there's only about 30 people, 20 people, and we take them all the way to the river, and we see all of this great nighttime behavior in the Bosque, you know? Yeah, to encourage people to go out and take advantage of those open space opportunities.
Okay. Well, so obviously, since these are guided tours, there are certain limitations to the number of people involved.
Right.
You make reservations for these? How do we get involved and go on these tours?
The best thing to do is to go to abqbiopark.com and get your tickets online. It's one of the first links that you'll see on our homepage for the evening tours. And you just hit purchase tickets and you're good to go.
And you're good to go. Fantastic. So just last question for you. Having done these, what is your favorite animal to see at Twilight? What do you think it's the most jazz that we should be looking forward to?
The big cats are really awesome. They're really neat to see because they're so active. So the lions are really amazing to see at this at the night walks. I really love bats too, and so you get bat activity at the zoo, the garden, and Tingley Beach, and it's just really neat to see it. You know, just to understand their role in the ecosystem and to just have this nice experience with just a few more people, with some expert tour guides, and just experience the biopark in a different way.
Yeah, absolutely. See
and
it in a different
super
light.
affordable.
Yeah.
It's really affordable as well.
Fantastic. All right, guys. Well, for more information on how you can hit the zoo after dark, head over to casa.com. Catherine, thank you so much.